this is where you've been hiding, huh?
Oh, I wasn't hiding. I just got here. I was gonna go visit my mother.
Good. She's been asking for you. And I've been searching for you. Where have you been all morning? Figuring out how she'll punish you?
Punish? What do you mean?
I know about the hash brownies.
Does she? How can I face her? I can't. The only thing I can say is I'm sorry. And she's just gonna look at me with that disgusted look and tell me to get out of her life forever. If you could just go in the room with me, I'd be okay. Take whatever's coming to me, and I won't defend myself or get mad. Please just go in the room with me.
Kim, you're not going to be facing a firing squad. She's your mother.
But she doesn't want to be. She never has, and the only reason she let me stay here in the first place.
Listen. Look, you know, I really want to tell you to trust her, but I really don't know how she's going to react to you. But you're going to have to go in there sooner or later, so I suggest you do it now, fast, before you have anything to say and before you have another thought.
Please?
Dragging me into it's only going to postpone the inevitable. Besides, I'm only going to add to the tension. Believe me, you need to be alone with her.
Nurse? Nurse? It's me, Mother.
I'd really like you to tell me. I need for you to tell me how it is with you and Jack.
How it is? It's great. He's one of the closest friends I've ever had. Mara?
This is going to be kind of hard. How close?
Are you... What do you mean?
You know. I can see it in your face. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Jack just told me that these candlesticks are pure gold. Now, that scares me. I mean, what does it mean when a friend of Tizo Novotny's gives me a wedding present like this? I know what Jack thinks. Don't know what I think. I'm confused. He gave me a simple hug. It was comfort.
You know what I'm talking about, Siobhan.
I think you better say it.
I have. How close are you, or were you, with my husband? I only want a simple answer. Nothing about candelabra or Tiso Novotny or an innocent hug.
Okay. You know that I have liked Jack from the moment I met him, probably even before that, because Mother talked about him in her letters. I knew that he wasn't perfect, and I'm sure that he heard about me, too. So, we hit it off. I can really open up with him, and I value that a lot. If I haven't thanked you for bringing him into the family, I'll thank you now. How close? Very. I trust him. I rely on his advice. Is that enough?
No.
What is this?
It's important. In the parking lot, after your engagement party, you and Jack were completely unaware of everyone else. And that intensity does just not pop up out of nowhere. It has to have some background.
We had a fight.
It was charged. A particular energy. Like a lover's quarrel.
Are you suggesting
I'm suggesting that something happened in my life, and I missed it. Now I'm asking you to help me with it, and you're turning me down.
No. I want to help.
Then explain to me what I missed when I was in Washington.
I did spend a lot of time with him. He was living here while you were away, and we got together over the rent strike. So that was the beginning. I felt really guilty about him taking that beating, so I was always hovering over him. I mean, he had to put up with me, always talking and talking and talking. But he listened, and that's when I...
What?
That's when the closeness began for me.
It was mutual. He talked to you, too. Don't say no. He's already admitted to it.
You went over this with him?
Only a little. Mostly I keep quiet and remember things. Like the time his editor fired him. You were so passionate in explaining to me Jack's ego, his pains, and his needs.
Well, I also told you to go after him.
Yeah. Like you knew him better than I did.
I don't. Nobody does.
I remember being called back to work and walking out on a special dinner. He'd made lasagna. He could have waited, but he shared it with you.
Mary, we did share. You have to understand that was when you were working, and Jack was alone with Ryan. When he put Ryan to bed at night, he was completely alone, and I was available.
Why were you so available?
Part of my going to Jack was to get out of the traps here at home. Not to play the role of Siobhan, of difficult or outrageous or misunderstood. He treats me like an adult. He takes me at my word. The whole family didn't believe me about the West Leonard thing. Jack was the only one who believed me. I was available to him because I like him. And he taught me how to like myself. He helped me grow.
You liked him.
Like present tense. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
Good.
Although, from what you've said, it seems to me that like isn't the word.
No. Love covers it better.
Are you in love with him?
I'm in love with Joe. And that's why I'm marrying him tomorrow.
But you were.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was a little bit in love with Jack.
No, now you can't take off your clothes. You have to leave. Please, hurry. You should go straight home and get into
Where
dry...
I am going is straight into your nice, warm bed. And you're coming with me.
We can't go to bed.
I hope you have an electric blanket.
Roger knows about us. Didn't you hear him?
Well, I heard him starting to put two and two together. I didn't stick around for the rest. I went out the window. Is it still open?
He knows, Dan. He'll catch us. Don't you understand?
Why did he leave?
Because he has to go to the hospital. He has operations to do. But he's coming back. He's going to be home for lunch.
You are the most amazing liar.
I'm not. Dan, you've been out standing in this freezing rain. If you don't take care of yourself, you're going to get sick. You're going to start running a fever right here. We have to dry you. Oh, please don't get sick.
Well, at least we'll have a doctor handy.
Well, that's a good idea. A little brandy.
I plan on having at least 5.
Well, that's not a good idea. I mean, too much on top of a chill. It could only make it worse. You won't be able to walk. Here, why don't you sit down?
Right over there.
No, right here, so I can get your circulation going.
Oh, all right. That's a good idea. Circulation first, then bed. Hey, a little less enthusiasm there?
Well, this is how you're supposed to do it. I was one summer at a beauty salon. Dan, let go of my hand. I needed to dry you.
No. I don't want you running away again. At any minute, you could pull your little boy out of the closet, or slip your leg into a plaster cast, or order enough new shoe pork to feed the entire Chinese army. Or maybe your friend, Sister Margaret will drop by, or a friendly priest, or your brother the Black Belt.
Or my husband. I'm sorry that I made up some of those excuses, but I only said them because I can't have an affair with you. Now, please, you're a nice man. You wouldn't want
No.
me.
I'm only nice sometimes. But I am practical all the time. Now, I have gone to a great deal of trouble to get an hour alone with you, and I plan on putting it to good use, wet or dry. You owe me $50,000.
I know.
Ryan's bar is mine for the taking.
I know.
So, no more stuff.
I'll get you tissue. Here you go. Here, put this on. It's nice and soft and warm, and your body temperature's way down.
Thank you. It does feel better.
Well, of course it does. Feet, warm feet. That's what you need. Hey. You're cold through your feet. Rest for a second.
Okay, my sinuses starting to swell already. Damn.
Do you get sinus headaches?
I get sinus everything.
You feel awful, don't you?
See you at the corporate apartment tomorrow.
Well, if you feel better.
I will be feeling better. And you will be there.
All right. Promise.
Hi. You look much better than last night.
Well, I don't remember too much about the way I felt last night. I guess that's understandable, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I am. I didn't mean to hurt you. The last thing in the world I want is for you to be in here in pain. Ropes and straps. And when I think about a car coming at you...
Kim? Oh, Kim.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't do this. Now stop. I'm fine. Go ahead and say it.
Say what?
Anything. Get mad or tell me to get out of here. Whatever you feel.
Oh. What? What I feel right now is regret. and sadness. A great deal of sadness. And an awful lot of love. You think I'm still stoned on your brownies, don't you?
No, I just didn't follow you, I guess.
All right. Oh, thank you.
I wish we could switch places.
Well, in a way, that's what I've been doing here this morning. I mean it, switching places with you. I've been remembering how very much I wanted a father. I mean a real one, you know? One who would have stayed with us and not been drunk all the time and been sure about things. Hey, when I was your age, if a Dr. Bolak had shown up, I'd have thrown him at my mother, too.
Not the way I did. I'll never butt in again. I'll never call him or invite him over or ask you to.
Of course you will. Come on. He's my friend. And he wants to be your friend, too, and he can be. It's just that he can come to dinner without marrying me. That's what's so foolish about it.
Yeah. Guess I never thought of it like that.
Of course you didn't. Listen, you went after a mother, and that worked, so you pressed on for a father.
Did it work? About my mother?
Oh, darling. I love my daughter very much. It worked.
My sister is a little bit in love with my husband.
Was. I thought you said you were listening to me.
I heard you, Siobhan.
Now, wait a minute. You said you could read my face. I can read your face. What's happened here? 2 minutes ago, I was talking to you. I was trying to help by explaining myself to you. Now, all of a sudden, things turn around. It's like we're enemies or something. I know this look very well. We could be 5 years old, and I could be sitting here, and you staring at me with that look, accusing me of everything, of being born.
All right, then, I won't look at you. Tell me about being in love with Jack.
Come on, Mary. I have got your matron of honor dress in the other room. Can't we just let this go?
I have to clear this up first. I can't do anything else until
you ruin my wedding. You take the edge off it. Well, Daddy has already done that, and Tizo has done it by whoever he is. Look, let's face this. It's not a golden, shining, perfect thing. Can't you just leave it alone?
I won't let you do this. You can't make this into Mary hates me for existing. That's nonsense. I want you to go on. And I will look at you because neither one of us is 5 years old. I'm listening.
I've said all I can.
What happened between you two?
Nothing.
What about all those hours you spent together?
I didn't keep records, Mary. We said all kinds of things. We did nothing.
You pride yourself on telling the truth? Honesty's your middle name. Okay, I guess I have to believe you.
I don't care if you believe me or not. Jack and I did nothing wrong, and I understand that, I'm sure of it, and if you aren't, that is tough.
First you did nothing. Now you did nothing wrong.
Wait a minute. Let's get...
You didn't change that. I'm sorry, you didn't just throw that in. You changed your story on purpose because I got you about telling the truth.
Like hell you got me. The one you're out to get is your husband. I pity him when you go... What?
Was he in love with you?
Don't ask me about that. Talk to Jack.
Right. But I want your opinion. Your honest opinion.
I think that he was a little bit in love with me, or attracted briefly, in a way.
Did he ever say he loved you?
Yes, but... Oh. Why are you doing this to yourself? He loves you. You know that. You and Ryan are the center of his life.
Why are you marrying Joe?
For the same reason that you married Jack. If you're making some kind of point, I don't get it.
I had thought it was to fix Mother and Da once and for all. The ultimate rebellion. Anybody else you'd live with, but the guy that crosses their path, that scares the parents to death, him you gotta marry. In church, instantly. While Da's choking on his blessings and Ma pretends she's not petrified for you. I had thought that. But maybe I was all wrong. Maybe you're marrying Joe because you can't have Jack and it's too painful.
I don't want to stay in this room. I don't want to see you.
Yeah, you've been feeling that for a while, haven't you?
No. Look, I begged you to talk to Jack. You belong with him. I belong with Joe. You have touched on something very close to the truth here, but you have got it all crazy. Of course, I had to get away from those feelings about Jack. Joe was a way to do that. But I love him now. And I will not go on with this.
You have to for both of us. Tell me, Siobhan, deep down underneath everything else, are you marrying Joe because you can't have Jack?
No, and will you please get out of here?
A new original reality series on SoapNet. Mom and Dad are moving in for a financial intervention. It's a matter of life or debt. Bank of Mom and Dad. All new tonight at 10, only on SoapNet.